bet you didn't expect to see me tonight, especially live. For Vlogmas, you never know what you're gonna get. Okay, so we're actually going to do this live because it's really late and I would like to go to sleep soon, but I had a commitment, and that commitment is to make sure that I bring you a message every single day. So we're going to do this in a way where I don't have to edit and I can go to sleep right after this. So those of you who are watching live, you are actually going to get your message early. Everybody else is like sleeping. If this is your first time watching Storytelling Tarot, thank you so much for being with us. This is completely impromptu. I've never done one of these like this, but we're gonna let it rock. Hey, I did see people in the chat. Hey Tavion, how are you? I did not have time to like format my lives like I normally do for Tell Me Something Good. We just rocking with this. It's just the way that it is. I'm also like trying to get used to like my new setup. I have like everything's new back here. Everything's just different. It's just different, but we're gonna rock with it. I don't have a mug of the day because I am not drinking coffee at this hour. I do have water, and that's what's gonna help me through. So hopefully you have had plenty to drink today. We're gonna get into this. So our ancestral message for the day is ancestral work. Ancestral work. And so very simply, the spirits are talking about us needing to be more mindful of them. The first thing that came up for me is what does our relationship with our ancestors look like right now? What are we doing to give them light, to make sure that they have what they need so that we can get what we need from them, right? Yeah, Tavion said, just waking up. Yeah. Yeah, that even as I'm thinking about this messaging of the ancestral work and thinking about waking them up, right? Ancestral work is speaking to us about the work that they can do and will do, and also how we are working with them. Especially as we are preparing for this year ahead, I'm wondering when it comes to ancestral work, how we can integrate it more and allow it to be a part of our day to day. And pardon me, y'all, because I am so tired. So it's going to be a lot of pauses, a lot of me thinking, because I just pulled these cards right before I went on live. But thank you for your grace, because this is an impromptu if I ever heard of one. Actually, I want to pause and just ask for the ancestors to help guide me through these next few minutes, because this is going to be a short one. We give thanks to the ancestors who love us, support us, guide us, and want the very best for us. May they be with us here through this very brief divination. May they speak powerfully. May the messages be on time, and may they be concise. May the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O God, my strength and my redeemer. And we say Ashe. Ashe. There are things that the ancestors want to do for us now and in the by and by in the year 2024. And there are things that they require of us as well. It's good to have a relationship with your ancestors. It's good to call on them. It's good to begin to relate to them. It's also very good that we keep our promises. It's also very good that we would practice more discipline when it comes to our rituals and the ways that we show up for them. The ancestral work card does speak about how they can work for us and how we need to work with them. I'm speaking, I briefly said earlier, it is making me think about ancestral elevations and what our family lines need right now. The light and the energy that we can be putting into our ancestral lines. It feels really important. Miss Honey Magic on Twitter earlier today shared a message, an oracle message that was really powerful. When I get a chance, I will update it and put it in the description box. And what was shared was essentially in a channel message from the ancestors saying something very similar, that this is a time for us to be more serious about our rituals and our spiritual hygiene and protection. And it's because we need to be fortified and our spirits also need to be fortified. And so, very simply today, this ancestral work card feels like we should be giving our spirits so much more, because there is so much more that we're going to need from them in the coming days, months, and years. Our devotion is going to be so important. Spiritually, we're going to need to be strong, especially in this year of compassionate self-mastery, the year of the strength card. I'm just hearing Mahalia Jackson, Precious Lord, take my hand. It just feels very, very much so like we need to be elevating our ancestors, and we need to be building stronger bonds with them, and we need to be in better and more consistent communication with them, because they are not only wanting to take our hands to offer comfort, but to also offer strength. There are so many people in our lives who want to be acknowledged right now, who want to step forward, who are stepping forward, and it's up to us to take these ancestral and indigenous practices more seriously. If you're still with me, I would love if you could click that like button. And if this is your first time and you like this type of thing, consider subscribing. We would love to make you a part of the Storytelling Tarot fam. The tarot cards for the night are the Eight of Pentacles. It was reversed. And Temperance, which is upright. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse just feels like the ways in which we have cast aside our work, the ways in which we have ignored the things, or just haven't taken them as seriously as we should have, particularly when it comes to ancestral veneration, particularly when it comes to our spirituality. Yes, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse is challenging us to do more intentional inner work. Yes, we are thinking about how we can make money, how we can thrive, how we can succeed outwardly, but inwardly, what is the true condition of our hearts and our lives and our livelihood? What do our inner altars look like? Are they dusty and crusty? Do they need to be tended to? How can we invigorate our spiritual lives? How can we put in the effort and devotion to ultimately build up our lineages? Because it feels like, yes, we've done very well at determining how we want to show up in the world outwardly, how we want to show up in the world, build audiences, and share our work. What about the work that we have been neglecting this year? That is what is important for us to focus on today. And so how this will help us in the year ahead is the Temperance card. And Temperance is about, yes, balance. Temperance is also the way that we alchemize and we use what we have in our hands. And so there will come a time when we're going to need particular power that can't be bought. We're going to need particular tools that can't be picked up from Walmart, right? We're going to need access to our indigenous ways. We're going to need access to those ancestral secrets and ancestral power. That comes through relationship. That comes through devotion. That comes through prayer. That comes through sitting and being quiet. And so we should be eager to wait on the answers from our wise ancestors, to know what to do in the days ahead. What's also powerful about this ancestral work is this shows that we have ancestors who are willing to work, that we have ancestors who are willing to pick up arms and assist us and protect us and make sure that we are well holistically. And so as we tend to ourselves and we tend to them, what I also love about this Eight of Pentacles is our inner work, our inner healing, all of the things that we do to invest in ourselves. Or as I was saying in the 2024, what's the T on 2024? In quoting Kiesi Layman, revising our lives. As we do that work and focus inward on those things, the ancestors can focus on what's around us, right? And so that's also temperance. You focus on what's ahead, your ancestors can have your back. Balance. It's as we heal ourselves, it's like my sister Sarah McKeeba Day says, we heal ourselves backwards and forwards. When we heal, we're reaching forward and we're reaching back. Balance. And so it's not about excess, right? It's not about focusing so much on ancestral veneration that we neglect our own bodies and our own work. And it's not about being so fixated on healing and inner work and shadow work and all these different things that we neglect to have fun and to live life. There's power in balance. There's power in grounded stability, right? There's power in being in flow and refusing to be rigid. And so sometimes we just need to, like that song, reach out to our ancestors when we don't know what to do. Precious Lord, that song says, take my hand. So that, I think, will be our reflection question. In what ways are you tending to your ancestors? To those of you who ancestral veneration is not a part of your spirituality, then in what ways are you invigorating or reinvigorating your spiritual life today? I want to thank all 7 of y'all who came and joined me live. Normally I have a little more pep in my step and a lot more excitement, but it is 12:29. But I wish y'all so much peace, so much love. Thank you so much for joining me for day 7 of Divcember, and I hope to see you soon.